Well, in general, what I found is the secret is to get around wealthy people and follow, learn from them. Get yourself, be intentional about getting out of your circle, your immediate circle that doesn't know much about wealth, and get around people that actually knows it and are doing it, and learn from them. But specifically, one thing that we all could do, that a lot of us are not aware of, is that we can actually buy generational wealth with life insurance, right? Because you think about life insurance is an immediate estate that's going to transfer to your named beneficiary tax free, right? So if we think about the long term play, especially using a permanent life insurance policy that's going to be there, it's long term, right? Not only can you set up for the next generation, but while you're building the cash value in your life insurance policy, because it has a savings account for permanent policies that builds cash value, you can actually leverage those dollars over there, go invest in business, make your profit, and pay back the loan. You're borrowing against your cash value. But meanwhile, your cash value is continuing to grow. So you have your dollars working in two places. There's no lost opportunity costs, right? So it's just leverage. Your dollars, it's like if you went to the bank and you had 100,000 and then you withdraw 50,000, you now have only 50,000. You actually took that money out. Well, this type of system here, you're borrowing against your 100,000, but you still have 100,000 there. You're just using your 100,000 as leverage, and the insurance company will lend you the money to go do your business, and you have uninterrupted growth of your dollar over here, and you can make money, pay it back, and you can do that over and over and over again. So you don't have to wait till you die to reap the benefits of life insurance, a permanent policy. You can leverage it while you're still alive. And then when you die and that money transfer to your heirs, tax free, then they can follow the same blueprint, and it's only going to keep growing. So each time it's growing more and more and more, and they can do the leverage just like you do and continue. So it's important to pass on not just money to the next generation, pass on the knowledge. How do you go about using it? How do you leverage it? How do you build a system? A great example is two families in America, and I've learned. I did a little research on them. I've learned, and it's the Vanderbilt family and the Rockefeller family. The Vanderbilt were one of the wealthiest family in America, but today they do not have anything to show for their wealth because there wasn't a system built. See, if you just pass on money to your heirs and they don't understand what to do with and how it works and how to multiply, if their relationship with money is to just spend, money will, I don't care how much you have, it will die if you don't put it to work to make more money. It will die, right? So if that's what's going to happen, that's what happened to them. Now the Rockefeller family, instead, they built up a system using life insurance, right? And they created a family bank. So now we're going to continue getting life insurance, and that money is going to keep going back into the bank and funding it. Now, if you want access for money for your business, now you can come to us. You don't have to worry about access for money, but it's gonna be done responsibly. So you're gonna come to us with your plan, and it's a good plan. You can get the money, and then you're gonna pay the bank back, and so it's going to continue growing over and over and increasing. So it never dies because it's within a system, and it's not only a system of growing money, but it's a system of knowledge, understanding what to do, how you do it. And when you go and you have success, in whatever project or business that you're borrowing the money from, you come and share it with the family how you go about doing it. So those things last, because it's a system. So yeah, that's a big secret. You can leverage life insurance and set up your family for generations to come, and they just keep doing the same thing that you do. Very powerful system.
That it definitely is powerful. One thing that I think about, what most people think about life insurance is they don't think of it as even an investment. They think about, oh, I just put money in and then my family will get it,
Right,
get my policy when I die, right? They don't
right.
think about leveraging life
Yeah,
insurance at all.
absolutely. They don't
And
know. Most people don't know. They don't,
yeah,
they don't, they don't have the education about it. Yeah.
yeah. So, a couple questions around that, like, how would someone go about, other than just contacting you, of course,
Mhm.
how would someone, what is the process of someone getting into and buying whole life insurance?
Well, they a couple things that they have to have. Well, if you're gonna set it up for funding, then for infinite banking or using it as a bank, using the leverage, the cash value, it important that you do have some funding, something to fund it with. It may not be, you may not have a whole lot to fund it with, but the only thing that with that, it will take a little time. You can still build it up 5, 10 years and then be able to leverage it the way you want to leverage it. The other thing to understand as well is that you can just start from where you are right now, and later on, as your income grow, you can even open another one. You know what I'm saying? But they they need to make sure that they figure out what they can afford, where they're at, what they can afford per month. And then once you talk to someone and sit down and tell them what your goals are, then you got to have them structure the policy so that it could help you accomplish your goals. And then obviously you have to be healthy. I would say, I would say, not that you have to be in perfect health, but if you have conditions and stuff like that. So sometimes when people wait too long, I always tell them you're risking that's a big risk, because you never know how your health could be later on. And when you're younger and healthier is the best time to take advantage, because you're paying less, and it's going to grow better because you have more time. Time is a great factor when it comes to compounding interest. And then you're healthy now. So if the policy is in place, then even if you become unhealthy later, you already have the policy in place. But they're not going to take you on if you're unhealthy today. So you want to make sure you do that as soon as possible. And then you go through an underwriting process. And then once the process is complete, the policy is issued. Once the policy is issued, the insurance company is obligated to follow that policy. If something happened to you, they've got to pay the death benefit, right? So that's the thing. First, get your finances, see how much you can reasonably afford per month, and without affecting your daily living. You don't want to struggle. And then you talk to an agent, explain what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, have them structure a policy that will help you accomplish your goal. Go through the underwriting process, and once it's completed, be able to leverage it, whenever you can.
So several things that I picked up from that is, it's the old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The other best time is
Yeah.
now.
Now, yeah,
Right.
yep, yep,
So if you have disposable income, if you're not, stretched at your limit, now's the time, right?
yep,
Because you're only getting older,
yep,
right?
exactly.
Uh, and you can and from what I understand, you can even have your kids started on a policy, right?
Absolutely. That's
And
that's very smart to do. I mean, and the thing is, it for them, it's even a better advantage. You can put less in there and still have a lot later, because again, time is the great factor when it comes to compounding interest. That as that thing keeps growing, it becomes like a big giant ball. And the more it grows and add, it's going to increase at a higher rate because of the amount that it's already grown. So yeah, time is a very important factor. So I would encourage everyone to really start their children early, start with what you can, and that thing will be, I mean, when it comes to college, they'll be able to use that to pay for college. So yeah,
Or start their
absolutely.
entrepreneur journey,
Or start their journey. Exactly, exactly, exactly.
with a little bit of a head start.
Mhm.
Speaking of entrepreneurs, like us as entrepreneurs, we have control over our revenue. For the most part, it's based on using the correct strategies and making sure that we're doing a good job running our businesses. But with that, a lot of entrepreneurs, because this podcast is focused on entrepreneurs, that a lot of us have that extra income, right? That income that we can then leverage in other places. So I just want to make that point clear that if you are an entrepreneur, this is a good vehicle to help you build your wealth. So
Absolutely, absolutely. 100% right.
awesome.